It's Pride Month, and on Saturday, the Boston Common was filled with residents, vendors, and musicians celebrating the annual Pride Parade, with special guests offering health services to queer Massachusetts residents in need. Let's take a look. This past weekend, the city of Boston held its annual Pride event in the Common, a celebration of its queer community and the long history of queer rights and activism.
Which Boston University was among the first in the nation to establish an LGBTQ plus student organization in the 1970s? BU? That's correct!
Massachusetts Pride Parade dates back to 1971, just 2 years after the Stonewall riots of Manhattan. Attendees at Boston Pride enjoyed pop-up shops, food, music, and a space to come together as a community. This year, Boston Pride welcomed guest speakers from the recently formed nonprofit Project Beacon, a healthcare organization fighting to expand access to gender-affirming care for transgender youth in Massachusetts. Nick, the board chair of Project Beacon, spoke about the organization's mission and challenges facing the trans community in America today.
For those who may not know, Project Beacon is a new independent nonprofit medical practice. We're fiscally sponsored by MassNow, and in the coming weeks and months, we will be offering gender-affirming care for trans youth and others who have found themselves restricted or prevented from accessing medically necessary, life-saving medical care that they deserve.
Nick spoke of the importance of collective action and the urgency of direct activism in the face of oppression, addressing the Langone NYU clinic case, a class action lawsuit against the clinic, attempting to block the release of medical records to the Trump administration.
Together, we know that the systems take too long and lean too far towards injustice to believe that we could do anything else other than take matters into our own hands and create the liberated future that we deserve. We come from a shared belief that the direct action and coalition building, even weekly meetings at all hours, are often necessary practices in the face of oppression. With all eyes on the Langone Clinic case in the coming weeks, and the other federal lawsuits and pending rules that seek to further restrict or remove access to gender-affirming care, we now are focusing our efforts into ensuring that as we open our doors, we are leaning on experts to stay a step ahead of those who wish to erase us. Our board has laid a solid framework for offering gender-affirming care virtually in phase 1 and focusing on meeting the needs of patients who are age 19 and under who have already had their access to care unnecessarily disrupted or prevented.
They concluded by devoting their work to all trans youth currently fighting for healthcare access, and to trans youth who have recently lost their lives.
Are doing it not only for our children or for our clients and patients, but we're doing it for Juniper Blessing, for Zeta Seraph Morgan Haber, for Miles Phipps, and for all the trans youth in all of our work in our lives who deserve more, who have a right to become happy, healthy adults.
Boston Pride serves not only as a space for the queer community of Massachusetts to come together and celebrate their identities, but also as a reminder of the resilience of the LGBTQ+ community in the face of oppression, and that love will always prevail through hardship. As we navigate uncertain times, it is vital that we all remember the importance of community and that the only way through the storm is together.